everybody. I think we're live. Andy Hayes here, founder and creator of Plum Deluxe. Excited to be with you for your September live Q&A. I am indoors today. I was really hopeful that today we would do kind of maybe the last good outdoor live Q&A before kind of winter rolls in here and fall rolls in here in Portland. But we've had terrible wildfires, as many of you will have known, or some of you are dealing with that as well. And it's getting better today, but it's just not a great day to be sitting outside talking with you guys. So we are inside. So hi Margie, hi Jill, hi Becky. So we're just gonna make the best that we can today, because that's all you can do, right? Hey Crystal, welcome. I'm glad it's your first time. Excited to have you. So today for Crystal and all of those of you who are new, every month we try to do a live Q&A and answer your questions, anything you want. And so Jenna had posted an event on the page, which we received some questions in advance, and so I'll start with those. But if there's a question that you have for me today, feel free to post it in the feed. All you need to do is put the word question in front of your comment so that we can see it, and I will try to get to as many as we can. We have kind of a firm time limit today, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rolling. We have a lot of first-timers. Stephanie, hello, welcome. So glad that you've joined us. Robin, Bren, Diane, Carlene, it's nice to see you all. So today, stick around. I'm going to do a sneak peek reveal of some new teaware that we have. We have a couple of mugs coming up, and I have one of them, and it's really quite lovely, so I thought everyone would like to see that. And then but I'm going to do some announcements and Q&A first. So let's get into announcements. I wanted to remind everyone about a couple things. It's Self-Care September, something we've been doing for a few years, and by gosh, 2020 deserves a Self-Care September. I think we could all agree. And so we have lots of great content on the website, as well as 3 $5 teas: Toasted Nut Brulee, Self-Care, and Daily Love. So a lot of opportunities to take advantage of some self-care. Another thing that's not purchasing from our site, but Jenna is doing a great job. I know Jenna can hear me, so Jenna is doing a fantastic job doing daily TLC on our Facebook and Instagram stories. So if you're on Facebook or Instagram, if you look at the page by our logo, you can kind of like double tap it or tap it once, and it will show you like stories, which are these kind of like limited time kind of inside stories, features. And so Jenna has been putting out one every day, and they're fantastic. They're paintings that would make you feel good, and podcasts, and tea tips. They're not always about tea, they're about self-care, daily TLC. There's some nice reminders about taking care of yourself. And so if you're ever on your social media and checking out Plum Deluxe, be sure to take a look at the stories, because we've been doing a ton of those, and I think they're really great. Every time I catch them, because I don't know what they are in advance, I just think, oh man, these are fantastic. So, just a bit of joy that kind of makes you feel better. So, just hello to Joey and Julie and Bonnie and Cindy and Sheila. Lots of folks, Anne, Leanne, lots of regulars, and it's nice to also see some new faces on the live. So welcome. So I was just doing some announcements. Let's see. I also, for the people who haven't realized, fall teas are here. The first day of fall is, I think, in a week. But people are getting their pumpkin spice on, their spicy caramel apple on, their almond chai, and pineapple sage are some of the fall teas that we have out. That's not to say that there's other teas not great for fall, but those are like fall seasonals, and so those are around for a few months. And also, for those of you regulars who were with us last month, it was Customer Appreciation Month, and we did a vote for people to bring back teas from the dead, so to speak. And so we have the winners up of those teas. Picard Black, which is a pecan Earl Grey. Caramel Snickerdoodle. And I've forgotten the third. Yeah, we gave 3 winners. Sweet Georgia Peach Black Tea. All 3 winners, and all have been added to our shop now. So if you voted for one of those, congratulations on your successful campaign. And if you haven't tried those before, I would encourage you to check them out and see what you think. So it looks like some people are having some trouble in the feed, but unfortunately everything looks fine from here. And I'm seeing a lot of people engaging, so we're going to keep going, and hopefully those folks who weren't able to catch us live will be able to listen to the recording. If you're listening now and have to go to the bathroom to go back to work, you can always catch up the recordings because the live videos show up right on the Facebook feed. Sometimes it takes about an hour or 2 for them to show, so just hang tight and they will appear when you have to do anything. So that's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to jump into the pre-submitted questions. Just checking our time here. If you have a question, you can leave it in the feed below. If you can put the word question in front of it, that would help us out to catch them all. And we are in a firm time limit, so we are going to do the pre-submitted questions first. And then I'm going to do my sneak peek of the T-word, and then we'll see what other questions we can get to. So let's see, the first question. I'm excited about chai lattes for autumn, and I have seen some of the videos on Facebook about chai lattes. Do you have to use hot milk in a brewed chai, or can I use creamer? So a great question about the chais, especially now that we're kind of getting into that season. You know, you can make chai however you like. Chai is just a spiced tea. So if you want to just make it and drink it and not put a thing in it, that's cool. If you want to put milk in it, great. If you want to steam milk and make a latte, fantastic. So Jen is going to actually post in the feed. We have a great article on our blog, and our blog is a great place to go when you have questions. But she is going to post a video about how to make a chai tea latte at home, because coffee shops really aren't open much, and your Plum Deluxe teas are waiting for you for a chai latte. Now, I will say, we tend to get a lot of people who say, oh, there's too many dishes for that, or that seems too complicated, and that's fine. You know, you get to do you and choose however you want to make your tea. And you can even make a latte with a spicy tea that doesn't have the word chai in the title. You get to choose. So don't worry too much about that. But if you're interested in trying the lattes, there's a couple ways to do them. So the blog post in the feed goes way into the detail. So check that out. Someone asked, this was a pre-submitted question, and I saw it on the feed as well. What is your favorite autumn tea? I would say almond chai for me. I always love the nutty teas. I love the toasted nut brulee. That's $5 this month, which is not an autumn tea. We have it all the time, but you know that's the almond chai is definitely one of my favorites. And what's nice about that one is it's available in caffeine or no caffeine. So check that one out. It smells amazing. I'm gonna take a quick drink here. I'm drinking out of I don't know if this side has the design. This is a mug I actually got a couple years ago in a tea swap from our community. Isn't that cute? It's really pretty. Having to drink a lot of water or beverages or tea or coffee because the air is so dry here. But it's supposed to rain tonight, so hopefully things will improve real quick. Let's see, just lots of folks joining us. Patrick, Emmy, Dawn, Rose, Terry, Mary, Barbara, Sherry, Carol, Aaron. We're excited to have you. Thanks for joining us. We're doing our live Q&A that we do every month. So if you have a question, drop it in the feed. I'm doing some pre-submitted questions. So another question was, when did the summer teas go away? That's a great question. They go away at the end of October. So you have a month to go. That includes summer breakfast, hammock blend, which tastes like a dreamsicle, strawberry rhubarb, spiceberry refresher. I feel like I'm missing one. There's a lot of teas these days, so I can't remember them all. But we'll keep you posted on our social media feeds and our newsletter if you're not getting that. Kieran does a great job of putting that together, and they always make sure that we'll keep everything, keep y'all updated on things. So that's the answer for the summer teas. We'll be bringing the supernatural teas back for the series finale. So I just got the update about this today. So Jenna just found this out. And who knows if this is going to change, right? But this, as of today, is the latest update. Supernatural has announced they will begin resuming airing on October 8th with the series finale set for November 19th. It seems like there's going to be a lot of episodes left. Wow, that's exciting and also kind of daunting. So we've discussed having some sort of community event for the finale and then featuring the teas from the Supernatural Trios at that event. So for those of you who aren't sure what's going on, Supernatural was a very popular TV series. It's been on for, this will be kind of like quasi season 16, so I guess it's been on 15 years. And a lot of fans in the family here. So we did a Supernatural trio of teas, and Jenna made a really cool art print. And we had those for a couple of months, thinking that it was going to have a finale, and then it didn't finale. So I think they're going to try to do the finale. I know I saw on Instagram some of the actors commenting that they'd already filmed, and they were very emotional about the finale had been filmed. So I'm really curious about that. So we'll probably try to get a little more info about what exactly is happening before we announce any firm plans. It's kind of the motto of 2020, right? Kind of keep inching forward, but make sure your plans can be adjusted. So I see we have some questions in the feed. I'm actually going to take a second, or about 15 minutes in, and do a little sneak peek reveal. So we didn't have any new mugs during our fall launch because we weren't able to get them. Unfortunately, that's just 2020 for you. Things just don't happen the way you'd like them to. So, but we are putting up a couple of mugs for the beginning of October. And so I have one of them here, and it comes in this beautiful box. Look at this. It's like a recipe card box. So these are, and it's real sturdy. So what's nice about these, I really like offering you the mugs that are like this, because you can reuse this for gifting or use it for storage, all kinds of things. So the mug that is in this box features pears. Aren't these adorable? And they got kind of like a gold design on them. And pear teas are very popular, so I thought this would be cool. And here's the mug, and it's like super good size. Unfortunately, I don't have the best lighting in here. I mean, there's not really any natural light because it's still hazy. But it's got kind of a gold, I think, there we go, a little bit. Gold iridescence to it. And it's got the little pear. I love when they've got the little touch on the inside. Even though I'm left-handed, so that pear is going to go on my mouth. But, you know, if you're right-handed, you get to see the pear. So, you know, there you go. So these are going to come out in October. So, and it's also got the design on the handle. And I think these are 20 ounces. I have to look. I can't remember. It's pretty good size in my hand, but I can't quite see. Let me see if it says on the box. And it says 13 and a half. I know that a lot of people want the 20s. That's a little harder to find, so. There's another one. The other one that's coming out in October is taller, so it might be 20. So I'll have to see. So excited about those, and since that's a paired mug, we'll have a pear tea paired with it. Pun not intended, seriously. So just as Leanne says, pears and cinnamon. If you buy the mug, you can order the pear tea with it for just $5. So pretty excited about these. We do have some mugs in our shop right now, though. So we do have a few of current designs left. So if you're dying for a mug, there are some in there. So excited to share that with you. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm really particular about the designs we carry because I want them to be cool. So yes. All right. I thought there was a new person here and I missed their name. If you're new and joining us, welcome. We're excited to have you. If you are listening to this feed and you are a customer and you're kind of new here, be sure to join our Facebook group, Plum Deluxe Tea Lovers. It's a great place to hang out, and it's kind of our community jam session is in there. So I'd love to see you after the lives over in the Facebook group. So just search for Plum Deluxe Tea Lovers, you'll find it, and you can request access. All right, we've got some submitted questions. Thank you, Jenna, for helping me organize these. Let's see. So I got Leanne's question about favorite tea for fall. Crystal Powell says, I'm really new to drinking tea. Well, welcome. You're not alone in that, especially this year. I enjoy hot tea, but that's all I really know how to make. What are some other ways to enjoy tea? Well, Crystal, we were just talking, I don't know if you were here when we were talking about that, about lattes and chai lattes specifically, but just lattes in general. And you might check out the post that was in the feed. You'll have to scroll up a little bit to find it. But that's something that, I think you could try. There's a couple different options there. It's more complicated, but, still I think that is, something fun to try. I also would encourage you, if you like iced tea, to try cold brew. So I don't know if Jenna can find it quickly, but we do have a cold brew guide on our website. But cold brewing tea is so easy. You literally just put cold tea in a mason jar in the fridge overnight and then strain it out. That's all you have to do. So that's something else that you can try if you're getting tired of the hot tea or you want something more refreshing or, thirst quenching, so to speak. Otherwise, I would just encourage you as a tea newbie to try new things. Try flavors that you haven't had before that intrigue you or interest you. Or, if you have a tea friend or a tea buddy, talk about what you want to try, and you can kind of split things up and, make it kind of an adventure. So that is some of my tips for Crystal. Aaron asks, half question. I don't know, why is it a half? Will there be any 20-ounce mugs? So this probably posted before. I was saying I think the other mug is taller, so it might be 20. But I don't know for sure. And there's a lot of holiday mugs. And I don't know the sizes on those. That's way too far away. 1 week at a time right now. Probably no supernatural mugs. That's now November is the finale, and it's just taking months to kind of sort things out for the shop. So that's definitely not going to happen in 2020, unfortunately. Sorry, Aaron. Ann Matthews is asking about a translucent mug that we used to have. Unfortunately, that company went out of business in 2020, and we haven't been able to find anyone to make it similarly. I've even looked. I really like that design. Has a specific name. We had these mugs that the walls were kind of see-through, so you could see the color of the tea, which I think is really important part of the tea experience, is seeing the tea. For example, whenever I'm testing recipes, I only will drink out of a white or clear mug so I can see the tea. But unfortunately, we just can't seem to find anybody who's making them right now. That's a Japanese technique of making ceramics that have see-through. It's actually holes in the ceramic, and then it's glazed over really thickly. And so those pretty much only come from Japan, and it's just they're just not having a good go at things, and so haven't been able to find anything. It's really unfortunate. Those were just adorable. I stumbled upon one in our kitchen at the office the other day, and I was just disappointed that that's the only one left. So it kind of sucks. Joey Johnson, hi Joey. I don't know if you're back on the feed or not. Joey's asking, at the beginning of the year we did a 20 for 2020, maybe poorly timed in the decade, but Joy was one of the things on the 20 for 2020 was trying to do a different size tea, because right now it's just the 1 ounce, and then if you have a tea subscription, doing the 1 pound. Unfortunately, right now it's very difficult to get the packaging for the 1 ounce tea, let alone anything else. So we, oh good, Joey, I'm glad you're here. So we have made no progress on that. Unfortunately, that's just nothing I can do right now. My focus really is to make sure you guys have the things we've already promised to you, and do our best to get them fresh and quickly. And that's a big ask this year for us, unfortunately, between the pandemic and now wildfires and whatever else is going on. So unfortunately, no update. Diane Kellenberger, hi Diane. Diane's asking about Advent calendars. I know that everyone's really excited about our tea Advent calendar that comes out every year. And Diane is asking if there will be a new design for the calendar itself this year, and the answer is no, it will be the same design as last year. So we repeat the designs for a couple of years and then we change them. So I think this will be the 4th year, because we've had 2 designs and we've been running them a couple of times. So I'm really excited about that. We've just finalized the teas for the Advent calendar. So if you're curious about the calendar, those won't be available for pre-order until October 15th or after. We've had a lot of emails into our inbox asking about them, and they're not available for pre-order until after October 15th. So they will be on the site, and you will also, if you're signed up for our weekly newsletter, get the email when they are available. So excited about Advent, but we still have a few weeks to go. Let's see. We have another question about cold brew. I can't quite, I need my glasses. And unfortunately, it seems to be getting darker out, so it's kind of dark in here now. Asking about amount of water for cold brew. It's 1 to 2 teaspoons per 8 ounces of water. So you have to just experiment with the specific tea to see, what you like. But 1 to 2 teaspoons per 8 ounces of cold water. That's all you need. And then you need overnight. 8 hours is the minimum. I like to say overnight, because then you give it plenty of time. Because people like to rush that, and it doesn't. Cold water, tea and cold water for a couple hours is still tea and cold water. All right, Jill is asking about Plum Deluxe logo wear. Unfortunately, also a very slow process. I get things lined up, and then manufacturer stops manufacturing, or we never hear back. Everyone's just doing their best. So unfortunately, this is just a rough year to do a lot of new products. We do have a lot of cool things coming out that I think you'll be happy with, but I don't have a specific update today about those, Jill. I'm a little sad. Jill is always the best dressed of the live, so when it's just me on the camera, I'm always a little sad. I'm curious what Jill is wearing. She's always got the fascinator and the teapot and teaware and everything like that. Let's see. Cindy's asking about one of the holiday teas we don't have. That's holiday teas will be out in November, so we don't have any updates about the holiday teas right now. Just so everyone is really clear, we have the fall teas out right now, and then in October we'll have some extra goodies that we weren't able to get out in time for September. Middle of October we will have pre-sales for our Advent calendars only. That's the only thing that will be about the holidays in October. A lot of people like Halloween and fall, and I like it too, and so it's just, that's the only thing about the holidays in October. And then come November 1st, holiday mode. So we're going to be all over holidays. We have holiday tins and holiday mugs and all kinds of great stuff. So you got till November 1st to find out more about those. I will say, I want to add a little PSA, public service announcement. As everyone knows, USPS has been struggling this year, and we anticipate that to be even worse during the holidays. And so we are asking everyone, reminding everyone, if you are purchasing holiday gifts or anything that needs to be somewhere at a specific time, to do it early. So I really encourage everyone who's thinking about and budgeting and planning for holiday gifting, tea time, that you make those purchases in November. We're going to have a very early shipping cutoff for Christmas because we don't feel confident that things will get there on time. So you'll see a lot of messaging about that in the next few months, because it's really important. We don't want to disappoint. And unfortunately, the travel times for the post office are out of our control. But what is in our control is getting things done early. So we hope you guys can work with us on that to make sure that things that you need somewhere by a certain time early. Let's see. Joey, I wanted to give Joey a shout out. He's our newest #1 fan for one of our new teas, Nightcap. We've been wanting to do a valerian root tea for a long time, but for those of you who have not had a valerian root tea, it's not the most delicious ingredient on the planet. So I have created a concoction that is green rooibos and peppermint and valerian that's pretty tasty. And as Joey says, warm, fuzzy, and slept like a baby. So it's doing its job. I'm glad to hear that. Big hi to some of the new faces: Lindsay, Selene, Stacy, John, Jennifer, Sandra, Elizabeth, Shanisha, Bonnie, Pat, Joan, Megan. So many new faces, so many old faces. Really excited to see everyone. We're about to wrap up here in a few minutes, so be sure, if you have a question, drop it in the feed now. Forever hold your peace until the next Q&A. For those of you who missed it, we did a cool unboxing of a pear mug that we're going to have out next month in the store. Let's see, scroll up and see if I've missed any questions. Aaron Cleary says babies don't sleep through the night. It's one of those funny sayings, isn't it? I don't know. Who knows? Let's see. Supernatural, summer, pear mugs. I think we've got through most of the questions. Hi, Will. Thanks for joining us. Kellyanne. Glad you guys could be here. For those of you who joined late, I'm here at home, and I normally would be outside in my backyard in the garden, and I am kind of perched up in my top floor because the air is still not great here in Oregon. It's also kind of affecting deliveries and shipments, and also people's mental health. If you are trapped by a toxic smoke around you for a week, it's kind of sucks. So, speaking of that, Diane just asked, how's everyone holding up with the fires? I think everyone's doing fine, but it's taxing on top of everything else that's happening. For those of you who don't know, we've had the worst wildfires we've ever had in Oregon, and I've never seen them this close to a city before. It's very scary. The fires are in good shape, but the air quality is not. And for at least a week now, it's been impossible to be outside without protection of some sort. It's getting better, and supposedly it's supposed to rain tonight. I went to the office today, and I felt like I was living in Florida. It was so humid. So the skies are ready for the rain. So hopefully that'll happen soon. So I think the last thing I want to remind everyone who's joined us here for the live Q&A is this isn't our only virtual event. We've been doing a lot of events this year, especially just with how things are going. And so Jenna and Kieran have an amazing event program that is free, and you can join and hop into whatever tickles your fancy. We have a live meditation on Tuesday, September 29th. We also have a create and sit on September 22nd. And that's a lot of fun if you're crafty, or if you want to be crafty, you can join in and hang out and do a craft with all of us. That is for group members. So as I mentioned before, if you're a customer of ours and just here for the first time, please make sure that you head over and join our group, Plum Deluxe Tea Lovers, because that's where all the action is. In some of our events, we do have there just to not for privacy, I'm not sure that's the right word for it, but to intimacy, or make it a little more easy for us to manage the moderation. And so here the wildfires have sucked, but I know others have been having their own challenges with the weather, the climate, and everything else happening. And so I hope that you take a minute to just take a breath and have a cup of tea. I mean, that sometimes is all you can do, and try to regroup and figure out next steps. So just one day at a time is my mantra, if need be. So that's what you need to do, and a day at a time, an hour at a time, one thing at a time. That's what you need to do. Awesome. Well, we're going to wrap it up with that. Just keep an eye out on our Facebook feed. We'll post the date and time for the October live Q&A. You can also see in the feed all of the other events that are happening. And so keep an eye out for that if there's something that seems interesting to you. Otherwise, hang in there, guys. It's been a trying year in many ways, but we're all doing our best. And don't forget to assume others are trying their best too. And I'm rooting for you. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the Facebook group. All right? Take care, everybody.